This is MarineVerse Cup by the developers MarineVerse, and it was released on the 24th of February 2022. About the game. You are going to learn how to sail your own boat, and then you can go take it out at leisure or go enter some races. You can sail by yourself or part as a two-man team, or you can compete in some challenges. There seems to be a choice of 6 boats: a dinghy, a yacht, a cruising yacht, a Waszp, a cat and an Opti. Select your race activity from daily race practice, time trials, multiplayer, coaching or guest demo race. Then hit those seas. Levels and size. So choices of locations they currently have are between 8: Sydney, Rio, Enoshima, Cape Town, San Francisco, Seattle, New York and Akalana Islands. I do think the game needs way more in challenges. The 3 they have are quite fun and we're past 30 minutes give or take, but for a person who's not really into sailing, the challenges are a good way to make someone invest into the game. But if you are invested more into sailing, then there are also some daily race practices and also daily and monthly leaderboards. Mechanics. Everything works great, from adjusting your height at which you sit in a boat, to moving the sails, to gliding through the sea. I didn't encounter any bugs at all, and all worked as it needed to. Controls. Controls are nicely done. You can either use your sticks or be more hands-on. There are a few ways to control things, but let's not pretend you. It's going to take you a while to learn and get used to everything. Online playability. You can play single player and race against other players, or you can team up and race together. You can compete in time trials, join their Discord to find out more about online races. I'm not a huge fan of them asking for your email to have to gain access to other stuff such as boats and sailing lessons and races, but apparently this game has a good community on Discord. Game menus. Menus could be tidied up a little, I think, and made a little easier to understand. Maybe to fit in with the theme of the game a bit more. Not that you won't understand them, I just feel like they could be easier to navigate. There are plenty of tutorials to get you started, and you will be able to sell your yacht in races within the hour. There are also audio options, plus options to customize your game to your needs, such as wave bopping on or off, or VR tunneling effect to help with that motion sickness. My thoughts. Now, even though I've worked on cruise ships for a decade, I'm not going to pretend I know what I'm talking about when it comes to sailing, but I have read the reviews on the store, and this game appears to be very helpful in gaining knowledge of actually learning how to sail in the real world. If nothing else, then at least it's going to teach you the equipment names. It always surprises me what you can do in VR, like I can't imagine this being any fun on a flat screen, but yet in VR, it's an experience. Even if you are not into sailing, or maybe you are afraid of the water or you can't swim, well, this lets you try something you normally wouldn't or couldn't, and it'll only cost you the price of a lesson, except you get to keep this forever. This is good fun to dip into, but I think many improvements could be made to make it a little easier for the player, like the menus and some of the instructions. I completely missed the sailing instructions when I was playing. It will tell you which buoys to go around and in which order. I only saw this instruction or understood it when I was watching the footage back for editing this video. Like in one race it told me 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, but I missed that instruction and I went 1, 2, 3 instead, which I did in a previous race. So this kind of threw me out of the race. So maybe it would be nice if there was a voice to tell you this instruction clearly, or at least have it flash up big in front of you, as sometimes you are way too busy just looking around at your surroundings to pay attention to little notices to read. I would definitely like to see more mini games though, such as like having to sail in between narrow gates, start wide and gradually getting narrower with each gate. Mini games like these are what attracts gamers like me. Otherwise, it just feels more like it's aimed at people who actually sail boats. But once you get used to sailing, it's actually quite fun just relaxing, just speeding around on the seas. If you can pick this game up on a 50% or more discount, then I think it's worth trying. So overall, I mark MarineVerse Cup an 8.6 stars. Now please hit that like button if you found this video helpful. Come be part of the community and hit that subscribe button. Let's all support one another in our gaming experiences. Thanks guys, and happy gaming.